And welcome back to part 2 between Storr and Louder. We have a Protoss versus Zerg on Steps of War. I have not seen this replay. I do not know who wins, so hopefully we'll have some exciting gameplay coming up for you. Storr now has an observer in Louder's base. Louder is throwing up a second gas as well as a Nidus network. That's going to be interesting. Looks like he is still just pumping Zerglings at the moment, even though he does have a Roach Warren up. And 4 roaches right here just outside of Louder's base. Storr has an outpost with 5 cannons and 1 pylon. Still would really like to see a second pylon there, because if this thing gets focused down, these cannons are donezo. Storr is producing probes at a high rate over at the high yield minerals, so he's going to be able to output a lot of zealots or stalkers or what have you from these now 6 gateways. He's going to have 6 unit-producing structures here along with a robotics facility, and it looks like a robotics bay now coming in as well for Storr, so he is going to be able to build Colossi. This Nidus network now coming in for Louder, but it looks like it's going to be spotted way too quickly by Storr to be any effective at all. So Storr, good eye on the Nidus network. It does, of course, make a sound like some sort of screaming Zerg when it starts to pop out of the ground, so it does give you an alert similar to a nuke being detected. You hear the Zerg screaming and can quickly scan around your base to see what's up. Storr, good reflexes there, buddy. He's got his 3 more gateways popping in now. I'm sure they'll go to warp gates soon enough, and he is going to be able to warp those in, warp units in right into this outpost. Louder now builds a Nidus network just south of this outpost near the Xel'Naga watchtower. I'm not sure what's going on here. This is rather interesting. You got 4 roaches and just a boatload of Zerglings ready to walk around. This is really interesting. I'm glad that he's trying to get out of his base without having to walk through this outpost first, although with this many units, I'm sure they can take out this one pylon. Not sure what Louder's strat is here. He does spot the high yield expo of Storr and is going to be able to take out all these drones because there's no defenses here. So this is a good move by Louder, and I'm glad to see that he is, fighting back a little bit here, despite being contained in his base the entire rest of the game. Takes out that expansion, no problem. Looks like we've just got a handful of tier 1 units defending Storr's main, a Colossus. Oh, all these zealots coming in. He should be, he might be well equipped enough to handle these speedlings. This Colossus, of course, is going to be able to just rip through them, so we'll watch as he just tears through. 4 kills, 6 kills, getting 2 kills at a time, 9 kills, 10 kills. These roaches are going to try and pop up the ramp, but they're going to be slowed by the force field of the sentry. Good play by Storr. Looks like that little push is going to be held off rather effectively, and Storr is going to just keep nuking away at these roaches. He's going to try and do some more damage to the Colossus before they go down, but just a couple of hits. Colossus with 13 kills. This outpost is still intact. Looks like Louder was going to try and expand up here over as sort of tertiary expansion area. More units coming out for Louder. He is going to try and circumvent Storr's forces here. He's now got 2 Colossi, handful of zealots, and some stalkers against just a pile of Zerglings and roaches. Not going to be effective. The Nidus network is still pumping Zerglings through. It looks like he is now building a spire as well. But being contained in your base for so long, even though this Nexus didn't last super long, he did get some benefit from it. Louder's just been on this one mineral line this whole time, so I don't see how he's going to be able to compete, especially with speedlings and roaches being his go-to units this late in the game, when Storr obviously has Colossi already up. He is going to walk around and find this drone here and nuke it. No expanding for you, Louder. We will not allow it. Spire is now finished, and a couple of Mutalisks are out. We've got 5 Mutalisks hanging out. Not sure 4 Stalkers are going to be enough to handle those Mutalisks, so it'll be interesting to see. The Mutalisks, of course, are not going to be able to kill those Colossi very quickly, even though the Colossi can't hit back. It is going to take a little while. He will have some free reign. It looks like they're going to break through the rocks just to get to this outpost a little faster. And the Colossi now taking fire from the Mutalisks, but the Stalkers move into support and are going to be able to take out 1. If you focus fire, oh, the Zealots are in the base, all the way in, taking out all these speedlings, while the Colossi just kind of hang back with the Stalkers. Still would really love to see more than 1 pylon here, since he's now basing so much cannons and warping in on this one pylon. These Mulisks are all still alive, but they're just not doing very much because they're scared of the Stalkers. Stalkers are going to be able to take them out. He warped in a few more after he saw the Mutalisks were Lauder's unit of choice. Colossus just tearing through. It's got 21 kills already. It's just going to keep nuking down these Zerglings. I have to say that it's going to look like GG for Lauder here in a moment. He's expanding in his natural. Oh, Lauder leaves without even a GG. That's just bad manner, Lauder. Come on. We know you're just learning Zerg, but you can't spite Storr for having a good counter for a good player. So congratulations to Storr for that match, and thank you for sending me the replay. Hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. See you next time.